no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this kind of wintry look right here. I decided to start out the Christmas season with this like icy, kind of snowflakey look, especially since right now there is literally like a blizzard outside. It is snowing like crazy. My brother just got called off of school, so he has a snow day tomorrow because of how bad the snow is. So I figured, why not paint the snow outside on me? This is kind of more of like an artsy look, not like, I guess, your everyday type of look, obviously. It's more of just like a creative, fun look. If you do like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you can see my other videos when I upload. It really helps out a lot. And other than that, let's just hop right on into the video. Okay, so first I'm going to be starting off with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Soft Beige. And I'm going to be using the little applicator thingy to just apply it all over my face. Also, I just want to say that if I'm like kind of quiet and boring or extra super sarcastic in this video, it's because I have a horrible headache and I've had a bad day and I'm exhausted. It's 9:10 and I'm just sitting down to film this, and I'm gonna have to edit the whole thing to post tomorrow on top of the like 5 hours that it's going to take me to film this. And I am exhausted. I am so exhausted that yesterday I went bowling with my family and I fell asleep in the bowling alley multiple times. Like, yeah, a bowling alley, like the place where you take a huge bowling ball, throw it down a lane and knock down a bunch of pins. Like, hello, like lots of noise, lots of people there like yelling and talking loudly, and I fell asleep. Not once, but like 3-4 times. That's how exhausted I am. I literally laid my head down on my arm for like 3 seconds and then I woke up. My brother was shaking me awake like, oh my god, it's your turn. So yeah, subscribe. Now for concealer to hide my extremely dark circles and the horrendous bags under my eyes from a lack of sleep, I'm going to be taking the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C3, and we're going to be slathering or lathering so much. Oh boy, my foundation doesn't match. Hopefully on camera it looks like it matches, because in person it certainly doesn't. I'd say the moral of the story here is get some sleep so you don't end up like a frazzled train wreck like me. And see, there's a sarcasm coming out. I'm always really sarcastic, but the sarcasm is like times 100 when I'm exhausted and like stressed. So next, to set our face, we are going to be using the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. I'm just going to shake that up to get some to the top. Oh boy. I think we shook it a little too much. She shook. So while spilling this all over the table, we're just going to take some on a brush and set our under eyes so they don't crease. Now I'm going to set the rest of my face, and then I'm going to go back to my under eyes for round 2 of setting. Okay, so for bronzer, today we're going to be using the ColourPop bronzer in the shade CA Dreaming with my Hoola bronzer brush, and we're going to bronze up the usual places. For blush, we're going to be using the Anastasia Dream Radiant Blush Kit. And I'm gonna take my blush brush, say that 10 times fast. Blush brush. Oh, but anyway, I'm taking my blush brush and I'm gonna swipe through all the shades because I can never pick one and they all look good together, so. Just applying that to the apples of the cheeks and then bringing it back towards the side of my face. Now I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to gently kind of pat that on the sides of my nose and bring it over just to give it kind of like a rosy kind of look, because it's going to be like an icy look, but you know, like when you're cold your face gets red, or at least mine does. For highlight today we're going to be using the Ofra Nikki Tutorials highlight in the shade Space Baby. I actually love this one so much. Where the heck is my highlight brush? Excuse me. It was in the back. Why? I literally use it all the time. But I'm gonna apply that to all like the normal highlight spots. See, do you see how pretty that is? It's like, it's a blue highlight. I'm gonna go very lightly on my forehead, just because I don't want my forehead to be like all blue. This looks kind of cute as is, honestly. Next we're going to be jumping right on into the beautiful James Charles palette. I'm going to be taking a lot of these blue shades right here for the whole icy theme of this look. First we're going to do the eyes and then we're going to do the little neck thing. So the first shade we're going to be using is the shade Playground right here, and I'm going to be taking that on a Morphe M441 brush. This brush already has blue on it, but it's fine because it's blue. So we're just gonna pack that into the crease. And then we're just gonna start blending that out. Next I'm going to be taking my Morphe M506 brush and I'm going to be going into the shade Brother. Oh, I just stuck my finger into another one. I'm going to be taking the shade Brother right here and I'm going to be packing this into the crease. Or not the crease. What am I talking about? I'm literally a mess. I'm going to be packing this into the outer corner. And then we're going to be blending it into the crease. Usually blues are like so hard to blend out, and I keep forgetting that this palette is literally incredible and all of the shades are so easy to blend, and every time I like blend and it's just easy, I'm like, really? Yeah. I swear someone just knocked on my door. Okay, everyone's downstairs. Nobody knocked on my door. That's really weird. I literally swear I just heard someone knock on the door. Like, it didn't sound like that. It was like a... It didn't sound like that either. It was like, hold on. It was like a... That's what it sounded like. weird. Okay. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to be taking is the shade Hello. It's that like icy blue shimmer. And I'm going to be taking this on my Sigma E32 brush. And I'm just going to be applying that to the inner half of the lid, kind of applying it like a cut crease. I can't see what I'm doing. I need a mirror. I'm blind. I feel like some people think I'm exaggerating when I say that I like can't see and then that I'm blind in one eye, but I'm literally like legally blind in one eye and I just refuse to wear my contacts. So it's like extremely hard to see when I'm doing makeup looks sometimes because I can't see far away with my, which eye is this? I can't see it far away with this eye, my right eye. So if I'm working on my left eye and I close it, like I literally, like all I see is just like a blue circle where my eye is. Like I can't see any of the detailing, I can't see like what I'm doing or exactly where I'm applying it. And it's a little frustrating. But I refuse to wear my contacts, or my contact, because this eye is like perfect. But I refuse to wear my contact because it's irritating and doesn't actually help that much, even if it's the right prescription, so I sit here and complain about it. See, this eye I can see perfectly fine without a mirror. Or like not without a mirror, but I don't need like a close-up mirror with this one because I can see far away with my left eye. But seeing far away with my right eye, not gonna happen. Next I'm gonna be taking my pigment from Peach's Makeup, and this one is in the shade Mermaids. It comes in the package that looks like this. And I'm gonna be taking a I'm just going to be taking the same Sigma brush, the Sigma E32 brush, and I'm just going to be putting that right over the blue shade that we just applied, just to give it a little bit more of a shimmery, multi-dimensional type effect. And when I'm putting these shimmers on, I'm taking them pretty far up just because I want this to be like a really kind of like icy, snowy, bluish type of look. So I want to make sure you really see those shimmer shades. And then with the same brush, I'm just going to take a little bit in the corner of the brush and then placing that in the inner corner. Now for the lower lash line with my Morphe M149 brush, I'm just going to be going back into a mix of the shade Playground and Brother. And I'm going to be, like I said, putting that in the lower lash line. Now I'm just going to pop on some lashes. Today I'm going to be wearing Lily lashes in the style Ela. Because I'm such a professional YouTuber, I did not realize that my memory card had filled up and it stopped recording for the whole part where I made myself blue. And fortunately this part is like the easiest part of the whole look, so right now I'm just gonna quick like do a little step by step. Honestly though, I thought my memory card had stopped like just as I was finishing the blue, but now that I'm looking back at the footage, apparently it stopped just as I started, so there's absolutely like no evidence that I even did that. So basically what you're gonna do for this part is you're gonna take the shade Brother and the shade Playground, and those are the two shades that we used on our eyes earlier, and you're just gonna take those on a big fluffy brush. I started with the shade Playground and I just kind of put it all over in different like blobs all over my neck and my shoulder, and then I went and I just kind of like ran the brush over it to blend it out a little bit, and then I took the shade Brother and I used that in some of the more bare areas where the shade Playground wasn't as I guess you could say intense. So that kind of just like added a little bit of dimension and deepened it up a little bit. And then I went back in with the same brush and just blended everything together, so it was kind of like a little bit of, I don't know what you would call it exactly, not really tie-dye, but you know what I mean, like that kind of effect. And then I did take a little bit of the Ofra highlighter that I used earlier, and I just ran that over my shoulder and my collarbone just to give it a little bit more like glow and dimension. So I'm like really sorry that that part cut out. Honestly, like I am so stupid for not like checking, but yeah, thankfully this is super self-explanatory kind of, so I hope that makes sense. Next, I'm going to take my Suva Beauty Hydro Liner in the shade Space Panda, and I'm going to be spraying it with my Evian spray water. The spray's broken. And then I'm just going to be taking this brush from Michael's craft store, and I'm going to be drawing some snowflakes. Okay, so I just decided I'm going to do like the main outline, like that part of it. It was starting to run. I'm going to be doing like that part of the snowflakes first, and I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and do like the little smaller details. Okay, so I ended up blending the blue up my jaw a little bit so it wasn't just like cutting off at my neck. And next I'm going to go back in with the Mermaid's Pigment, and I'm going to take a little fluffy brush like this, and I'm just going to put it all over just to give it a little sparkle. Actually, I lied. I'm going to use a bigger brush for this because it's going to take forever. I'm just going to apply it wherever the blue is. Next, I'm going to be taking these little gemstones. These are from Michael's craft store, and I'm going to be using my eyelash glue right here. I'm going to be sticking them on in the middle of each snowflake. And then I'm going to be taking two of the smaller ones, and on each eye I'm going to be putting two like kind of like teardrop-ish type things underneath my eye. I'm sorry that I'm like talking kind of quiet now. Like I said, I started filming this really late, so everyone's asleep and I don't want to like wake everyone up, so. Okay, so then for lips, I'm going to be using the Suva Beauty Liquid Lip in the shade Awakening. And then once that dries, I'm going to put the Jouer Funfetti Lip Topper on top of that. So I'm going to quick go off camera and then line my lips, and then I'll be back. Okay, so that is all for this video. This is the final look right here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!